stay fly.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Adrian Nyce. Welcome to another episode of Mouthin Out. Right now, I'm here with
the Jess Marie,
in the
female
building.
artist from the Carolinas.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk about what's going on, where we at right now. We got people outside. What's happening?
Mm-hmm. So we just dropped my new single called A Poppy. It's streaming on all platforms. We also dropped a visual for it. It's on YouTube. Be sure to check out my YouTube at Jess Marie Official. And be sure to run the views up.
Boom. And so we got people here. We have other media personalities, media blogs. We're all here. We were listening to 7-6 around that track, something like that.
6 songs in a freestyle.
Exactly. All singles, right?
Yeah, the 6 were going to be singles. They're going to be singles. I dropped one so far. Others are in the cut.
And so are these singles leading up to like a bigger project, like an album or like an EP or something like that? Or are you kind of just keeping your audience, feeding your audience right now?
Yeah, just feeding the audience. I don't really want to do an EP right now. I think I want to do all singles.
Okay. Where are you from?
So I rep with 252, Wilson, North Carolina, and the 919, Raleigh, North Carolina.
What is it like there for someone who's never been there?
Wilson is, it's not many opportunities there. You really have to move out of the city to really try to do something.
Really?
Raleigh, it has potential,
For
but
sure.
you really just have to be dedicated and consistent with what you're trying to do.
Got you. Who's some popping artists from there that, you can tell people? Obviously, we got Tusi, but like, who else?
Well, I mean, it's so many.
Yeah.
So I like Mani Michi.
Okay.
Big Mally, she from Henderson,
Big
but
Mally.
I mean, she put on for the Carolinas. Male wise, I'm trying to think. I don't know. It's like literally so many. I don't know what comes to mind right now, but it's quite a few that's putting on for Raleigh right now.
Okay, so your music, so you're pushing. What are you pushing right now? The single that just dropped, right?
A Poppy.
And so, what are some goals for that?
I mean, we need to make A Poppy go crazy. We need to make A Poppy go viral. We need to hear A Poppy in all the clubs. A Poppy needs to get us to the BET Awards. Wait, A Poppy needs to all the awards. We need to be in the nominees for A Poppy.
Thanks. Is there like a certain stream goal that you want to have? 1 million, 10 million?
Yeah, I would love to have millions of streams,
millions,
and views on YouTube.
Oh yeah, so the video's out too. What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Jess Marie Official.
Jess Marie Official. Y'all go check that out. Y'all go stream that, everything. What separates you from the other artists in the industry right now?
What separates me from the other artists in the industry right now? I'm pretty sure there's a lot that are multi-talented, but I mean, I can really almost do every genre.
Country?
I would definitely do a country record.
Country? So if some country artist came, you'll be like, okay, let's do it.
Put me on the track with Lil Nas X, and we're going to rock out.
Actually, so from the listening, we got to see your rapping side, and then we got to see, they called it melodic, but you were actually singing. It's
a mixture of melodic and actual, real vocals.
Well, I heard some vocals. I'm gonna call it singing. I'm gonna call it singing, and it actually sounded good. You got the track with Tusi. Let's talk about how that situation came about.
Me and Tusi were running around together for a good amount of time prior to his signing. We actually have a project together. So that was just one of our songs from our project. I just put it on my last EP, Applying Pressure, in 2019.
And so why did you make the decision to sing or go the melodic route as opposed to rapping on the track and mix with him?
I started with melodic.
Oh, really? Oh, before rap. What made you go to rapping then?
Because I feel
that's why it sounds so good. You started with it.
Because I feel like if you can write music, you can pretty much do anything with it. So I was writing melodic songs, and then I started listening to 90s beats and just rapping over them.
Do or die. If you had to choose between the two, singing or rapping, what are we choosing?
I'm gonna choose the rap
The
because
rap.
I like to get into my metaphors and punchlines.
Okay. So we had my two favorite was Bounce It
Okay.
and then Whole Lotta.
Okay, so you was listening.
I
Okay,
definitely
okay,
was listening.
okay.
I definitely
What
was
makes
listening.
those two your favorite?
Just because sonically it sounded all together, and then
Mm-hmm.
vibe wise it sounded all together. Bounce It is like a track I could definitely hear in the club, strip club, or just the club in general,
Mm-hmm.
that people will just hear and they'll automatically start moving and dancing for a show. And
Right.
then Whole Lotta, I actually liked Whole Lotta and the one after that too. I can't remember the name.
Was it real one? Was it
It's
the
the
singing
other,
one?
yeah, it's the other
So
singing
it's
one.
real one.
And then, like I said, it just it's very mixed, well, very
Mm-hmm.
good. And
Shout out to my engineer, by the way.
exactly.
Jay
So,
Manifest.
but those were my two. Those were my two. Yeah, Bounce It and Whole Lotta for sure, for sure.
So that's interesting because those are two different lanes.
I know.
But you making me feel like I sound good in both lanes, so I like that.
You do. That's what I'm saying. You
Thank
do.
you.
So it's just like it's all about, I guess, what the fans want.
Right.
Whenever you put your music out and see
Mm-hmm.
where it goes.
Yeah, like we let them choose the first single because we were gearing more towards top tier.
Mhm.
But I opened up for Gorilla. I did a few shows and it was like the people were choosing A Poppy 1st.
Mhm.
So really, all of the records that you heard, some of them are already released. Real One and Whole Lot is already released, but Bounced It and Top Tier, Helen and Talk, those are all like potential follow up records.
So you're independent right now.
Yeah. Well, we have an independent label.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no major in the mix.
Right.
And when you say
shout out to Kills Entertainment.
When you say you have an independent label, like you own it or you're signed to an independent label?
Kills right there. That's the independent label.
Okay. And so are there wishes? I don't know if y'all talked about this, but is there wishes to kind of create a partnership with a major, or are y'all going to do it more of like the independent route for a while?
If it makes sense. I mean, we just kind of going with what makes sense. I mean, I feel like we have the means to stay independent.
Yeah.
Maybe with like a co-sign or something.
Yeah.
Or a good feature or something. But if a major label wanted to come along and do a partnership, it would have to make sense.
Dream feature. If you could get a feature from anybody in the industry, money doesn't matter. Who's picking and choosing?
I have to pick one person.
One person. One person only. But they're saying yeah. They're saying yeah. But only one person.
I'll go with J. Cole.
Is that because we in the Carolinas or?
No,
like...
I mean, yeah, but I really do like him as an artist, and he's one of those artists that don't really care about like he don't let this change him. Like he's authentic to himself. He stayed who he is.
So let me ask you this: since you are good with like rapping and melodic singing, whatever, what route would you go with J. Cole?
Me and J. Cole gonna go at it. Whatever he want to vibe with, we going with that.
Okay. So this is what I want to do. Mm-hmm. So I got this segment. Do you know what an elevator pitch is? If you don't, it's cool.
No, what's the elevator pitch?
Okay. So boom. So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna explain this scenario, paint this picture, okay? Mm-hmm. And within the scenario, I'm gonna have you pitch to these major labels on why they should sign you or do business with you in your label, okay? And you got 1 minute to pitch to them. 1 minute. Okay.
First of all, tell me what the elevator pitch is.
Well, that's what it is. So in this 1 minute, you're going to pitch to them why they should sign you, why they should do business with you. Okay. So here's the scenario. Okay. Here's the scenario. But before we do that, we're going to go to commercial break right quick. And y'all, stick around, and then when we come back, we're going to hear her elevator pitch real quick. Ah! All right, we are back. I hope you guys enjoyed that commercial break. She's looking. All right, so elevator pitch. So let me paint the scenario. Okay. We're in this big corporate building, right? Mm-hmm. Big, official, skyscraper looking motherfucker. Okay, so we're at the top floor. Mm-hmm. And we get on this elevator. Who's on this elevator? I'm on this elevator. You're on this elevator. But we got Rock Nation executives on this elevator. Bad Boy executives on this elevator. Epic 300 QC OVO. The who's who is on this elevator with you. So on the way down, you got 1 minute to pitch to them, to talk to them, Say whatever you need to say to convince them to sign you or do business with you. Okay, you ready? And go.
Okay, I think y'all should listen to my music, listen to my different sounds that I have, and then we're gonna get in the lab and we're gonna go pen for pen. Integrate on this elevator right now. Let's go to the studio and let's go pen for pen.
Okay. Anything else? That's all you want to say?
No.
Pen for
Everything
pen.
else.
So she challenging them in the elevator. Okay,
yeah.
I respect that. And so just in case some executive, somebody from a label, anybody that could possibly change your life at the snap of a finger comes across this interview, what is your social media? How can they get in contact with you?
So you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at I'm Jess Marie. IMJES. Wait, hold on, let me start over. IMJESSMARIE. Facebook is just Jess Marie, and Twitter is the Jess Marie with 2 E's.
Got you.
In the beginning. The.
So
THEE.
the official.
No, the
I'm
Jess
just kidding.
Marie. Jess Marie official is my YouTube.
I know. Okay, so we got the single. We got the music video. What's next? We heard singles, but what's next? Is it?
So what's next is, I mean, we're just kind of like taking opportunities as they present themselves. But my team is working on something big at the beginning of the year. I don't really want to speak on it yet.
I said, can we get the exclusive?
No, because it's not finalized, and I don't want to say anything about it yet.
Yeah, nah, because then if we fail,
but it's gonna be a big announcement. So if we can make it happen, then you will see it on my social media. So you should follow me on there.
Yeah, y'all should follow her on there. Keep up with the movement. How you know I don't already follow you?
Okay, well let me know if you did.
Or any showcases, performances, concerts, anything like that coming up?
We just put together something in DC. It's not finalized yet, but anybody in the DMV area that's listening, we are pitching a club appearance at Pure Lounge on U Street in DC on November 26th.
Okay.
And it just came about on the ride up here from Raleigh. So we got some planning to do, but I know we can make it happen. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and say this. Yeah.
Just to hear a little more about your background before we go, how did you get into music?
Both of my parents were affiliated with music. My dad, both of my parents were rappers. My dad, it didn't work for him from a rapping perspective, but he crossed over to artist management. He was managing Raheem Devine at one point, and yeah, and my brothers are both artists.
And then your mom, you said it didn't work for your dad, but what about your mom?
It didn't work for her either. She had 2 kids. She had to do what she had to do. She going to work.
Sit down, raise these kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then so what? You said you got 2 brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And so they rap also, or?
Yeah, they do, both of them before me.
What are you in the age group? Are you youngest, middle, or the oldest?
I'm the baby.
You're the baby. And so what, you saw them rapping and then you started like, I know you started in melodic, but doing music, you said, I can do this.
I mean, they rap.
Or did they
push
rap
better than me.
But did you see them doing music and you're like,
yeah, but they didn't really take it as seriously as I'm taking it.
And why do you feel like you're taking it more seriously than them?
Because, I'm in touch with my spiritual side, and I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
I know that I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna be a household name. They cutting up to my song in there. You hear it? It's crazy.
They keep running
it's in the club. Yeah. So I know, I feel like this was my assignment from God. Yeah.
I respect that. All right, so before we go, I got this last segment called One Piece of Advice. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, and you're gonna give one piece of advice to that particular thing. Okay, so first, I want you to give one piece of advice to the whole world. So the world as a whole, give one piece of advice to them.
My one piece of advice to the universe is to be selfish with yourself. Put yourself first, even if you feel like you want to help others. Just do what you gotta do for you.
But if nobody helping each other, then how is it gonna?
Put yourself first.
Everybody be selfish.
Be selfish with yourself.
Okay.
Or you gonna be behind.
Okay. Give one piece of advice to your hometown.
Get out of there.
Ooh, get out of there.
Broaden your horizons. So much more to the world, so much more to see. It's so much more to conquer.
Yes.
I mean, just do better.
Okay. And give one piece of advice to people just now coming in contact with your music, just now discovering you. Give one piece of advice to them.
One piece of advice to people that just come. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I feel like I'm a whole roller coaster. You don't know what side of Jess you gonna get. I mean, one day I feel like making twerk songs. One day I feel like making melodic songs. One day I feel like doing emo trap. I mean, just expect the unexpected, I guess.
Okay. And then one piece of advice to other female up and coming artists trying to make it in the industry.
Understand the business that you are getting into. Educate yourself. If you don't know, ask questions. Yeah.
All right. Any last words?
I think that's it.
That's it. All right. Social media, and spell out your social media so you can find
me. Instagram and TikTok is Jess Marie. I M as in Mary, JESSMARIE.
Not I am,
no,
but
I'm.
Exactly. I just want to clear that up so they can find
you. Yeah.
All right. I'm your host, Adrian Nyce. This is Mouthin Out. Thank you so much for coming in, tapping in. I'm excited to see what comes in your future. I'm excited to see.
Thank you.
We out. Peace. Trying to stay fly.